So one day I was realizing I just act crazy, for lack of a better word. When we're transitioning from the house to the car, or even like the playground, we're done there, let's get back in the car, or bedtime internally was just horrible. And I didn't like that. Obviously, I wanted to, people talk about bedtime being a sweet time, and I'm like, man, I haven't experienced that in a lot of years. And so I realized, okay, there's got to be a better way. And I think I randomly heard this lady who had 10 kids just say, like, so we have a routine. And I was like, obviously knowing, oh, we train. So why couldn't we train a routine? I could just tell them bedtime is these, or leave routine is really the main one. Leave routine means you get your shoes on, you fill up your water, you check your body. Do you need to go potty? But that also could mean, do you need a jacket? Whatever else for the weather. And then do you have a buddy? So once you're done, you need to check on your buddy. So then I would just have to say, leave routine. And then they would do it. And so, of course, we walked them through, what do we expect? What does that look like? And again, honestly, I was shocked at how long it didn't take. Like, they really latched on. And again, they knew their expectations and they liked knowing that. They liked to knowing I get to do this and we'll get to go to the park or we'll get to go to swimming or whatever it is. So,
Yeah.
anything else?
No, that's really good. So we found basically she came to me with like, I'm exhausted with bedtime because it's, hey, telling 4 kids, 5 kids, get your shoes, get your water, go to the bathroom. Like that's a lot of commands. It's a lot to hold in your brain.
Right.
It's a lot to make sure it happens because she's like the master logistics, right? And to take all of that and train it one time, well, I mean, I think a lot of moms can understand just the sheer volume of decisions that have to be made in a day.
Yeah.
And so to take that and, for lack of a better word, standardize it and go, I have one command and they know what to do. It brought so much order, peace. It was so helpful. So several routines we've trained. We've done the bedtime routine. They know exactly what it means. They're actually written down. They're just posted up on the side of the fridge. So if anybody ever needs to reference, but they really know at this point. We have a leave routine. We have our kids go to school 2 days a week. We do like a hybrid model. And so we have a school routine. So we have all these specific routines for things that were hard to get a bunch of people to do.
Yeah.
And training them looked very similar. Like they already knew how to do a lot of those things individually. So if I told them to fill up their water or get their shit, like they know how to do that. And then it was just a matter of linking them together.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably highest ROI of anything we've done is training routines.
Yeah. And I think it does, like an added benefit is that it brings in that teamwork because they're not just worried about themselves and getting themselves ready, but then they're helping someone else once they are ready.
Yeah.
And that's been sweet just to see the teamwork that happens with that.
Specifically with the younger ones.
Well, one of the things that happens with training is that without training, the larger the family is, the more chaos. With training, the larger the family, sometimes the less chaos, because now you start overwhelming the chaos because your older kids are trained and they can actually talk to the younger kids, which helps reinforce their training, helps them become more teammate. And so everyone starts to experience this team dynamic more and more. And I love how you guys are doing your celebrations and some of those bigger rewards as being a full team thing. I mean, this stuff's really, really helpful. So a lot of people listening to this, that you stop having kids because you're like, there's too much chaos. And so many people decide not to bring new precious members onto the team and prevent it because they don't know how to overcome the chaos and they're already so exhausted. And so that's part of what we just want to tell you guys is there is so much hope for how to overcome that. But we need to help each other, like understand some of these ancient things that have always been a part of families, but we've really forgotten in a world that's obsessed with just individual self-expression, just do whatever. I want my kids just to be as wild and crazy and whatever that part of their personality, that is all something that we all just need to endlessly absorb. Like kids need this help. And man, imagine the rest of their lives. They're going to know how to get up. They're going to know how to leave. They're going to know how to go to bed. They've been for so many years practicing a very kind of like flesh-based, impulse-centered way of living. And so to be in a home where those things are constantly being worked on for the sake of something greater, that's a beautiful privilege. So this is really helpful.